parenting a special needs child, what that looks like and feels like.
Y'all have no idea what we go through on a daily basis just to make it out of the house.
Darnisha, can you take us back to when you first found out your daughter was, on the autism spectrum?
I was just really angry, and I wanted her to be like other kids, but she's not. And that's okay.
Yep. You know why? Because she's special in her own special way, babe.
Hey, welcome to the Trigger Happy Hour, where we take shots of the truth straight with no chase.
It's your host that do the most, Daquan and Darnisha, and get ready as we dive deep, laugh loud, and unpack triggers you've been dodging.
Buckle up, y'all, because healing ain't always pretty,
but it's always real. What's going on? It's your boy, Daquan. I like to give it to you straight with no chase. Let's go ahead and flip that negative thought process into a positive mindset and get it on and popping.
Hey, y'all. Hey, it's your girl, Darnisha, licensed mental health counselor, mommy of two. My therapeutic approach is simple. I like to give it to you straight with no chase, but sometimes I got to give it to you sweet with a little sugar on the rim. But either way it go, I'm going to give it to y'all 100 proof. Truth. We're so glad y'all here with us today. But before we dive in, let's start with our weather forecast check-in. What's your temperature today, Daquan?
My temperature today, it's been sunny. I actually had a good time today, not having any issues or anything. My mental was on point. So just kind of relaxed, worked overnight as per usual, ready to go. But other than that, I came home relaxed and yeah. So it's been good. What about you? What's going on with your mental forecast?
Well, I'm glad you had a wonderful day today. So my day has been pretty cloudy. Heart's been a little heavy. Looks like it's going to thunderstorm a little bit. Well, it has been thunderstorming. I cried my little eyes out this weekend, but I know that after a thunderstorm, the sun always come out shining. So I'm looking forward to that sunshine.
That's good. I'm glad that you got that positive outtake because, a lot of us will let it get to us and we have to lead by example and show them, hey, we can always just look to something better. And yeah, we may have something rough right now, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to keep on going. Listen, I'm just lucky to still have breath in my lungs at this point.
Yes, I hear that. And for our listeners, I want y'all to take a moment and check in with yourself. What's your forecast like right now? Is it clear skies, a little cloudy, maybe even a little thunderstorm? There's no wrong answer here, but it's just about noticing where you are today. And I want to do a quick disclaimer before we begin. This conversation is not a substitute for therapy. We're here as a sounding board, and we encourage anyone dealing with major issues or concerns to seek support from a licensed professional.
All right, so let's go ahead and dive into today's topic, parenting a special needs child. And we're fortunate because we have someone with us who knows firsthand what that looks like and feels like.
Yes, I do have a child that is on the autism spectrum. So I do know firsthand what it's like to be a parent of a superpower. I like to say that my baby has superpowers, y'all. But let's be real. Parenting in general is no joke, but raising a child with unique needs, whether they're developmental, emotional, or medical, it takes things to a whole different level. It comes with extra responsibilities, advocacy, and let's be honest, some extra stress. But it also comes with extra love, resilience, patience, and strength you never even knew that you had. You know how when they say, I seen this meme on social media that was like, God, I don't want to be your strongest soldier no more. When they say God give his toughest, like he give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Like, no, I don't want to be strong no more, Lord. No,
yeah, you got it. You got it, my child. You got
it. Yeah, yeah. But that's how it feels.
So, Darnisha, can you take us back to when you first found out your daughter was, on the autism spectrum? What emotions came up for you in that moment?
I'll never forget. So it was in the fall, a few years ago, and I was just numb. I was in denial. My daughter, she wasn't really speaking at the time. She wasn't hitting her developmental milestones, and I just attested everything to, she's just a COVID baby. She was kind of isolated, not kind of, but she definitely was in the house for 2 years practically, and I attributed it to lack of social interaction and all of that. And so when the behavioral specialist told me that she was on the spectrum, it's like the wind was just knocked out of my body. I could not breathe. It felt like I was suffocating. And I remember just looking in the rearview mirror back at her after I had got her in the car and everything. And she was just looking so innocent. And it was a tough day.
To kind of go back on when you said you felt like the wind was knocked out of you. What was your concern in that moment?
It was so many different emotions that went throughout my body throughout that day. There was hurt, disappointment, there was some resentment there was some guilt, just feeling like your life will forever be changed. I think the first thing that came to my mind was all the help that she would need and how she wouldn't be normal like the other kids and how challenging her life would be. And let's be honest, I was thinking about myself, how challenging my life would be and how it would affect me and my son and her dad and just everybody around us, and it was a tough blow.
I heard you when you said she wasn't going to be normal. Like, what is your definition of normal? Because everybody's definition of normal is different. Because her normal may be her differences, you know? So, what can we really consider to be normal?
I guess what my definition of normal was, I had this vision of what I would do with my daughter, things that I would do with my daughter.
Okay.
At that time, I will say at that time, I didn't have a lot of hope. So I in my mind, I'm like, "Oh, we can't go do pedicures. We can't have summer parties. I can't put her on the dance team." Everything that I had envisioned for a little girl, it just felt like it was just ripped away from me. At that time, she wasn't even she would parallel play, meaning that she would play around other kids, but there was no engagement with other children at that time. I thought about all the appointments, therapy, OT, speech therapy, behavioral therapy, finances, right? Because when you have all these appointments, that interferes with your work schedule. But you practically got to be poor for your child to get disability. So you can't survive off of disability alone. So it was just a lot of things that were running through my mind at that time.
Are you still able to do the daughter things that that you wanted to do?
Yes, a modified version. So
Mm.
for her birthday this past year, I threw her a spa party at the house, a slumber party at the house with a few other little girls. Her home is her comfort zone. So I wanted her to be somewhere that was comfortable for her. So it's kind of like me living out my little childhood dreams through her, still allowing her to have a sense of normalcy.
And
And I take her places. Denim, she look, listen, she get flued out, okay?
come
She
on,
been getting
flued out.
flued out. She been getting flued out since she was like 6 months old. I put her on a plane. I don't exclude her from anything because I don't want her to feel like she's different. So anytime I go on a vacation, not anytime, but she's been on a lot of vacations. Let me just say that. She
Mhm.
has her passport, honey.
Come
Like,
on,
come on.
girl. Listen, I didn't have no passport at that age. Okay, 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 girl. I see you.
Yeah.
Look at you. Like that's wonderful. And it's crazy that there's not a lot of people that can sit there and hear the stories of individuals that have a special needs child, right? Like you can't talk to, the day-to-day struggles on how to actually deal and maneuver through life because having a kid, like I don't have one, right? But I know a lot of other individuals that have kids and their life is already crazy. So to have yours with special needs on top of just the normal day schedule with a kid, I know that's tough. And I commend you. I commend all the parents out there, single parents, dual parents. I commend all of y'all because
Thank
that's a
you.
tough fight that I couldn't even imagine. And again, I 100% especially commended to you, mom, because you doing a damn thing. Nobody has ever told you I'm going to tell you, as your friend, as your brother, you are doing the damn thing as a mom, and I'm proud of you. I've been there through the through the times. You know what I'm saying? I know what you was going through, and you still held strong, and you held it down, and you got your degree, and you got everything that you want. So I'm hella proud of you, hella proud of you, so proud of you. You did
Thank
the
you.
damn thing. So I give you your flowers right here and now. I give you your flowers right here and now.
Thank you. And I do want to say to the parents, I don't think when we receive this news about our children, we don't know what to do. No, they give us a pamphlet of information on how to help our kids, but we have these feelings and these emotions that we have to sit with that we don't know what to do with. We don't know how to help ourselves. And so I just want you guys to know that it's okay to feel. It's okay to feel that guilt. It's okay to feel that envy. And when I'm talking about envy, I'm talking about it's hard. Well, it was. Sometimes it still is to be around other kids that don't have the same issues as your kids. That was hard for me. It's a grieving process because you grieve your old life, the way that things used to be. Then you grieve the life that you envisioned for your child. Then you lose friendships, and for whatever reason, I know me personally, I didn't feel like my friends could relate to me anymore. I felt like a burden at times. I felt distant. I avoided taking denim certain places because I was worried about people looking at her. I didn't go to church for a long time because I didn't know if, again, the stares or because she stems, she likes to hum. I didn't know if that would bother people. And it was just, I went through periods where I was just angry. I was just really angry, and I wanted her to be like other kids, but she's not. And that's okay.
Yep. You know why? Because she's special in her own special way, babe. Name something. I want you to name something that you love that can no other child do like Denim do.
She has so much personality. She's
Oh,
so sweet. She is like the sweetest little girl.
and
But they
gorgeous,
labeled
y'all.
her,
She is
and,
gorgeous.
and
Gotta
then
say
it's like her
that.
mama.
Just like twin. Where have you been?
Where have you
Okay.
been? No, but they labeled her nonverbal initially, and now
Oh
Denim
wow.
can read.
Go
I'm
ahead,
always
Denim.
I'm always fascinated when she will say new words, and I'm like, I didn't even know you knew that word. Or she would say new phrases. I was leaving out the house the other day, and she said, "Mommy, go to work," and I had never heard her say that before. I'm like, oh. I hate that she associate me leaving the house with going to work, but I'll take it.
Uh-huh.
So Denim is just the sweetest. If she likes you, she'll come up to you and she'll squeeze your arm. She'll rub on your arm. She'll rub on your face. She's just like the sweetest baby. She really is.
What's one way that you was able to recognize that was a something that she likes? Like if she likes somebody.
Because she's very avoidant of people. She
Uh-huh.
don't like anybody being in her personal space. So one, if she allows you in her personal space, that says a lot. And then if she allows you in her personal space and she utilizes physical touch, oh man, that's it. That says a lot. You in there. And if you got some food, y'all besties. She will
Well,
eat you out of house and a home. Period.
well, me and her would be best of friends because I like to eat too. So come on, we got to introduce her to some crawfish. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
then we
don't know if
would
she don't
definitely
eat
be.
crawfish.
We don't know. She might taste it and like say, as long as I let her taste it first, I don't want to let her see them. But
About the crawfish.
hey, I was trying, y'all. Listen, I'm a crawfish fanatic, so listen. But that's a lot. You mentioned losing relationships, and isolating yourself. It sounds like you was isolating yourself from friends.
Definitely.
Why did you feel that you and your friends wasn't on the same page anymore?
Initially, I felt like I had a great support system, and I do. I really do. I cannot complain. My village is solid. It's pretty solid. And I had a child older in life too, but most of my friends, their kids are grown. I have a 19-year-old and a 6-year-old. So I have a big age gap.
Maybe you
So
wanted to start all the way over.
I started all the way over. And so you start feeling as if you don't really have anything in common. I can't kick it like y'all kick it. I can't just up and leave and go out of town because my life now revolves around I got to make sure that I have proper care for my child. So a lot of the times, like I said, when I go somewhere, she goes somewhere. Or I have to make sure that I'm leaving her with her father or with my mom. So a lot of the times me and my mom don't travel together because somebody got to stay behind to keep my child. Eventually, like relationships just kind of like simmer down a little bit. Even
Intimate relationships, I don't trust a lot of people around my daughter. Again, she can't advocate for herself. She can't say, "Mommy, this person is hurting me. Mommy,
Mhm.
this person is being mean to me." So I'm very, 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 very skeptical who I bring around. And in addition to that, when you have children on the spectrum, consistency is extremely important
Mhm.
because she operates off a routine. So if I'm
Mhm.
dealing with somebody, if I'm meeting somebody, if we're dating, and I notice you're inconsistent and you're inconsistent with me, I'm comfortable with letting you go because to me, that indicates you're going to be inconsistent with my child.
Mhm.
So it makes dating hard. Relationships are a little difficult. I have a few friends that do understand and that are empathetic and that are very intentional with our relationship and they're intentional with their relationship with denim. But sometimes, you just don't you got to get in where you fit in. Your circle and your support becomes new. So I have a whole new circle of support now that I didn't have prior to her being born. My friend circle look different. My relationships are different.
So, how do you keep your head above water? That's a lot. Let's break down the survival tools that can help.
Well, you gotta learn to use your voice because, like I said, they label her nonverbal, so she can't advocate for herself. But for damn sure, her mom is going to advocate for her, and that's at the school, doctor's offices. I just had a recent incident where she was expelled from an after-school program because she doesn't behave like the other kids. Like
Um,
that's clear discrimination.
yeah.
So I had to contact who I had to contact. I'm not going to let up. I have my foot on their necks, and I'm not going to let up until all children are inclusive of after school programs.
Speak it. Speak on it. That's it. Advocate. Don't let up. Keep that foot on their necks.
Hmm.
You better not let up. You better not let up. You know.
I was telling my dad, I was like, Dad, I had to contact the local news stations. And he said, local news stations, you better contact CNN. I said, that's right, Dad. He
You
said,
better go above.
my
Let
dad, he
them know
said,
what's
go
going on.
big or go home, okay? He
Okay.
said, go big or go home.
That's what I'm talking about. That go big or go home. And baby, you better start the writing, girl. Get this out there, but you have to, like you said, advocacy is one thing that you have to do. There's another thing that you have to do, and that's self-care, right?
Yeah, definitely. Most of the time, getting that weekend getaway, that
Uh,
helps. Even if it's just a 2-hour drive or 1-hour drive. I live really close to Chicago. I live close to Cincy. If I got to go to Michigan, whatever, I'll hop on a flight too. I'll go somewhere for the weekend. But you need a break from your kids. I mean,
you
you got to
do.
get away from them kids.
Okay, because mom is still fine and young. And listen,
Hair
hello,
flip.
period,
See you
period,
cutting up. Period.
period. Come on, hey, yes.
Well, y'all get the idea. Headphones came off and everything, but
Listen,
hair
I ain't got the
flip.
head. I ain't got the.
But no, you do have to create your own personal self-care routine. I just started incorporating going to get massages. I don't really get my nails done a lot because I'm a party decorator and I deal with a lot of balloons, so you can't really have nails working with balloons. But you definitely have to have some self-care going on. That's important. That's important. Also, utilize your support system. You people say, well, if you need me, call me. I just want to say that to people saying that if you need me, call. We're not gonna call, and that's the pride. But we do need help. We do need help. We're not gonna. I'm gonna tell you why we won't call because
Okay,
we feel as if our children are our responsibility. I don't put the responsibility of my child off on other people unless I'm paying them.
red
I always
flag
feel
on the play.
obligated to pay somebody outside of her father to take care of my child. I always feel the need to do that. But if
Red.
somebody is offering support, take the support.
I was about to say because it's about to be a red flag. Don't allow somebody else blessings to be blocked if they're trying to support you. Sometimes you don't got the money, and when you really need to support, then what? You know what I'm saying? So allow the people to support you. So I'm glad you're kind of, got to work on that. You know,
I do.
work on
I
that.
do.
But just know that, listen, it takes a village. So utilize your village, boo. They don't have that same for nothing.
That's true. That
So,
is true.
you know, Next thing, let's talk about stress resets.
I don't know, cause I feel like I'm always doing something. Even doing this podcast, I know people are like, Darnisha always doing something. I'm not complacent. I'm just not. I feel like if I'm not doing something, then I'm not being productive. So I guess that's a stress reset for me though.
Being
Like
active.
decorating. I will say being active, but also decorating. I love decorating. Now I had to step back because at first the event planning was taking over, taking up all my weekends and things like that. So I felt like it wasn't fun anymore. So
Mhm.
now I only do like one or two events when I feel like it. I turn a lot of events down because I'm prioritizing my mental health and my family first. So I do that. I've been working on a book for parents with special needs children called I'm Not Okay, But I Will Be. And I'm taking my time with it. So be looking for that when it comes out.
And I will be definitely out here supporting and promoting because we getting out. Listen, get that shmoney, you know what I'm saying, and spread the word because a lot of people don't know this. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of individuals that do not know resources too. So
Mm-hmm.
another thing that we need to talk about is permission to feel.
Yes, you are allowed to be tired, to feel sad, to feel frustrated, to feel envious, to grieve. You're allowed to feel all of that, to be angry, to be happy. Because here's the flip side of it. This is the part that doesn't get enough airtime. The strengths of a special needs parent. They're some of the most resilient, creative, and resourceful people out there. Y'all have no idea what we go through on a daily basis just to make it out of the house. And we do this every day, every day, every day, every day. And it's tiring and it's mentally taxing and it's physically draining. But guess what? If we don't do it, who gonna do it? I believe one of the biggest fears of a parent raising a child on the spectrum or Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, one of the biggest fears is what's going to happen when I'm gone? Who's going to take care of my baby? Because ain't nobody going to take care of my baby the way that I take care of my baby. And I think that's a huge fear.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of, like you said, touch on a lot of topics right there. It's like that feeling right there for a lot of you parents. Again, I commend y'all. Like, shout out to my homegirl Illy too. Like you said, just the strength to leave the house, the strength to have it day by day. I see that through you and I see that through her. Like y'all are amazing individuals to have
Thank
that.
you.
Y'all are really amazing. Again, I can't commend y'all enough. And then being a single parent at that, you know what I'm saying? You doing the thing.
No, it ain't all bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not all bad. Those, like I said, though, when those kids they hit those milestones or they do something that you didn't think they would be able to do. I didn't count it my baby out so many times, and she'll do something or she'll say something, and I'm like, you can do that. You could do that, man, these kids are brilliant. They are so brilliant. So there is joy because I had to shift my mindset. Daquan talks a lot about changing that negative mindset into a positive one. And so instead of me asking God, because I was mad at God for a long time, I was angry. Like,
I will.
why you give me a special needs child? You don't think I got enough on my plate? As much as I do, why would you do that to me? I was angry. And then I shifted my mindset, like, why not? You trusted me enough to give me a child, to give me one of your special children that required extra patience, extra care, a fragile human being, and you trusted this fragile human being with me. I know I'm God's favorite, and can't nobody tell me otherwise.
Ain't.
I know I'm God's favorite. He trusted me with a responsibility so huge. And I love my baby, and I can't imagine life without her. I can't imagine her being any different. I can't. I cannot imagine her being different than the way she is. So appreciate the joy. Love on those kids.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about some things that people are missing, and that's resources and encouragement. If you're listening to this right now and you're parenting a child that's special needs, Here's a few places to start when you need backup. The National Alliance on Mental Illness for parent support.
Family Voices for advocacy and resources for families. And then there's local respite care programs and online parent networks. So I joined a bunch of Facebook groups. There's Parents of Children with Autism, Mommies of Children with Autism in Indianapolis. There's literally a parent support group for any type of special need. They have support groups for children with Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, cancer, leukemia, whatever you can think of. Join those support networks. That's what they're there for. Also, there's the Black Autism Support Society. They have an event every summer. You can get multiple resources from that event. Also, join their Facebook page, BASS, Black Autism Support Society. So here's the truth. You don't have to do this by yourself. Asking for help is not a weakness. It's survival, and it's what makes you stronger in the long run. Push that pride aside, Darnisha. Push that pride aside. It's okay to ask for help. I literally just had to ask my neighbors for help when my daughter was removed from her after school care program. Luckily, their children go to the same school. The bus comes at this, it's literally right next door. And I had to go over there and humble myself and say, can you please get Denim off the bus for me? And then followed by, I'll pay you though, because again, that's just me. I like to pay people for their services, but ask for help. It's okay.
Yes, definitely ask for the help. Now, Darnisha, let's go ahead and close this thing on out. What you got to say?
I just want to say that parenting a special needs child is not easy. It's messy, it's exhausting, and it can break your heart some days. But it's also powerful. It's transformative, and it's filled with love that will literally change your life forever. For the good, may I add. So make sure that you lean into your support system and allow yourself time to sit in those emotions. Your feelings are valid and they are definitely real. But wait, we not done, y'all. Y'all know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's time for the Q&A. 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 It's time for the Q&A.
It is Q&A time, y'all.
So today's Q&A question comes from Trey from Indianapolis. What's going on, Trey?
Trey.
Trey. All right. The question is how to recognize when you have poor mental health. Oh,
Things that make you go, That's a good question.
it is.
That was my son question.
That's a good. Come on, Trey. Yeah.
Come on, Trey. You know.
Yes.
Okay. You want to tackle that?
How to recognize when you have poor mental health. For me, there's two things when I recognize my mental health is poor. I recognize when my anxiety is up. It's that gut feeling that it's just like you don't know. It's that like it has knots and butterflies in your stomach. I can recognize. I instantly just the other day I recognized. Oh my God, my anxiety was up. It was because my ADHD medication I was on. Right, I was working overnight, and I was like, "Why is my anxiety up?" Like I just felt it in the pit of my stomach.
Okay.
Even for depression, I don't want to do anything. I mean, I already isolate at home because I like to be at home. Listen, if I don't have to go outside, if you want to cancel something, girl, I ain't hurt, I ain't phased because I didn't really want to go out. But it'll be much more different. Like I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. I barely even want to take my dog out. So that's when I recognize my mental health is in decline. And I think one time he recognized it and we was about to walk back in the house and he just kept dragging me. I said, "Oh, so you want to go for a walk?" And that helped me because I was able to go for a walk to get out the house because I was in the house and secluded. And it just felt like a bad energy, like a bad space. But getting that fresh air, getting that walk, it helped. It definitely helped me out. And he got a walk out of it too.
Okay, good. So you don't feel like doing anything, that's how you know your mental health is declining and your anxiety is up.
Oh, girl, not only do I not want to do anything, I don't want to bathe.
You don't want to bathe?
I don't want to do none of my ADLs. I
Oh,
don't.
you little stanky thing, you little stanky, do the stanky
And
leg, do
it's,
the stanky leg.
and listen, it's my house and
I'm
I can
judging.
cry if I want. You see, this is a space where you're not supposed to judge, okay? You listen and you
I'm
don't
judging.
judge. You don't judge. Now,
We listen
and
and we
we
don't
don't.
judge. Okay. So for me, I was, as far as not wanting to do anything, like a disinterest, sleeping a lot. That's how I know when my mental health is declining. Also, I carry like stress in my neck. So if my neck is feeling real tense, in addition to that, my mind just can't stop worrying about things. Like I just cannot focus. I'm always thinking about, okay, what am I going to do about this? How do I do this? So, yeah, that's how you notice like those are some symptoms for me. You know, there might be physical symptoms for some people. Your stomach might hurt. You might have migraines, right? Again, a physical symptom for me is that pain in the back of my neck. But for different people, different strokes for different folks. There's plenty of ways to recognize when you have poor mental health. Like Daquan gave his examples of having high anxiety or not wanting to bathe or not wanting to get out of the house. And then for me, it's like those physical symptoms, or also me not really wanting to do anything, having a disinterest in activities.
Girl, you didn't have to put the emphasis on bathe. But,
I'm gonna cut that out
no, you don't
because
have to know.
I don't want to put you out there like
No,
that.
that was funny. I because if you would say, "Girl, you ain't have to put the emphasis on it." He said, "You know, when Devon don't want to
I'm
bathe."
sorry, Ike.
You see, it shows you having a real pressure, yeah, girl.
Me and you
Yeah,
a snuff apart, Naki, nah, nah. But hold on, I get a disclaimer because the crime video is choppy, and I just want y'all to know we be struggling because look, we like P Diddy. We the engineer, we the production,
listen,
we the
yeah,
talent, we
yeah,
all in the videos. We
yeah.
gonna get this right one day, but
Not
y'all
all in
finna
the
get
videos.
y'all gonna get what y'all gonna get for the
Yeah,
next.
for right
I
now,
don't know.
we're getting used to it. You know, listen, it's me. I'm the issue. I take my accountability. Ain't nobody asked you to agree with me, girl. Ain't nobody.
I mean,
I mean the truth is, listen.
what Cardi B do on the witness stand? I mean, come on, the proof is in the video. You see my little clarity. I'm clear. It's clarity in my background. You know, you look a little. Is that the choir? Who is that?
Girl, where's your glasses that you know you need them? Where they at? That's why you can't see.
I can barely see you. You so pixelated. You know what I'm saying? You like. But we recording not another episode. I'm so tired of re-recording.
What? Y'all don't even have to watch it. You can just listen to it. That's what that's for too. So you know what? They can listen to it.
Oh, okay. My bad. All right, so affirmation of the day is, hold on. Let's take a deep breath.
One more time. One more time.
How did I just inhale like that? Okay.
Baby, you sounded like it was like the Sanderson sisters just now.
I don't know him either. Who is the Sanderson sisters?
Hocus pocus. Anyway, the affirmation of the day is because you very disrespectful. I am loved. Say that to yourself. I am loved.
I am loved.
And the action to do is find a new hobby to do. I challenge you to find a new hobby.
All right. So the affirmation is I am loved. And then the action is to find a new hobby. Y'all got that? So make sure you're speaking your daily affirmations. Make sure you're speaking that into the atmosphere and you're actually believing it.
Yes.
So in closing, we would like to thank y'all for rocking with us another day. Remember, your feelings are valid, your worth matters, and you are not alone. If today's episode hit, share it with someone who needs to hear it, leave us a review, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's next. This episode has been brought to you by my awesome friend Denim, who has autism. You can find this children's book on Amazon.
And that's a wrap for this round of Trigger Happy Hour, where we take shots of the truth with no chaser. Just raw conversations where the shots are sharp and it takes a sharper, and nothing is off the table. If you like what you heard, hit that follow button, leave a review, and tell someone who can handle the heat. Pull up a bar stool next week for more real talk. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Until then, stay bold, stay loud, and don't water it down. Cheers.